Hello, my fellow oddities. Welcome to part one of what I am titling Autumn View. If this is your first time, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share with all your friends. Also, go ahead and take a visit to the website. I got a whole bunch of stuff on there to help support me. And today's painting, we are going to be using a reference image. And for that reference image, the link will be down in the description. And with that out of the way, we'll get right into today's video. So, as with any painting, I like to start off with a burnt sienna wash on the back. So first thing I always do is wet it down really good and then just put a couple of dabs. On this case, I put 5 dabs of burnt sienna on there and just used a wide wash brush and spread that around. And then I use some paper towels to just kind of draw on some basic details where I'm going to block in a lot of the stuff. Now on this painting, I decided I was not going to do a first whole block in. I decided what I would like to do on this one is just do the sky completely before I started onto the mountains. Just because of the way the structure of the photograph, those mountains are really layered onto that sky. So I think the best mode of attack on this one would be to just get the sky all the way done and then hit those mountains. So that's what we're going to do. So I mixed up a little bit of cobalt blue with some titanium white, and actually use just a tiny bit of cadmium yellow just to give it just a little bit of a green hue down towards the horizon. And then I would also mix up some peach colors using some cadmium yellow, cadmium red, and a little bit of burnt sienna and titanium white. This will really give me that peach color down there at the bottom, and it really just kind of all melds together really well and blends, and the sky ends up looking pretty darn good. I'm not done with it yet, but this first pass, it ends up looking pretty decent. So if you notice, there's a bit of a jump right here where there's a good amount of detail that's added in that I did not record. I made a bonehead moment and just forgot to hit the record button. So I'm just going to kind of fill you in on what I did. I did add just a little bit of cobalt blue to my red tone just to give it almost a purplish tone to give those shadows underneath those clouds. And I mixed up a little bit of that with just a little bit of those reds just to give that really dark horizon line on the background there. I also mixed up just a little bit of very light blue to get those clouds, just a little bit of block in there. And then here's where I'm actually getting that peach color in and layering it in and mixing in just a little bit more of a yellows and titanium whites to just give it that layered effect and really kind of blend it in very well. So now I'm going to get a little bit more of these blue tones in this sky and just trying to get a little bit more darkness in there and mix it around with the light and just really get that nice fade effect. There's a few areas in that painting where there's a couple of darker bands across that sky. I think I got them just a little bit too dark, but I'm going to end up blending them in a lot better later on. I didn't get quite as far in this video as I wanted to, but I had a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, so I just figured I wanted to get this video out. Next week, we'll get back on to the regular, nice, full content videos. So here I decided to start using a combination of two different mop brushes. I wanted to use one really wet and then one dry to help kind of just blend in and really soften those edges around those clouds to really get them to blend into that sky a little bit and give it that soft tone. All right, that's gonna about do it for this episode. If you've been following along, then you should have something relatively close to this. I know we didn't get quite as far as I normally do. Like I said, I just wanted to get this video out to you guys. I had a lot going on this week. Next week, I promise we'll be back to our full featured videos. Please remember, if this is your first time, to go ahead, hit that subscribe button and that like button and take a visit to my website, and I will see you in the next episode.